Good morning. What's good, YouTube? It's been a minute since I last seen you guys, but I want to leave this video here for the week. Maybe it will help you guys in your own trading. It's been a while since we've made a video like this, matter of fact, on this channel, where we go through our live trade from A to Z, go through the analysis, the execution, and all the other trimmings on the side, especially in this current market condition. And you also get to see some chat room results by the end of this video, because we're going to go through this together. So guys, let's go through it, let's analyze, let's start working, and let's go through the trade. The market opens soon. We've got an hour to go, so there's plenty of time to analyze. Alrighty guys, so first thing first, let's talk about the overall market condition. What's going on with the overall market? So currently guys, the market is consolidating today. There isn't much hype and there isn't much fear. So as you know guys, the market currently, in this current market condition, it's moving because of hype and fear, and usually when it moves, it will drag majority of stocks with it wherever it goes, whether it's upwards or downwards. So that is the indicator that we're using, and the catalyst is always going to be the macroeconomics. What's going on in the world, what's going on in the country, etc, etc. So we're going to be focusing on cruise lines, and like I said in the last couple of videos, cruise lines suffered the most in the recent market crash. So a lot of Robinhood investors usually, put their money in and trade these stocks, but then there's the institutional investors that come in and dump on them. So that's the way it's working nowadays. But also there is a catalyst in that industry today, which is one cruise line has suspended business till September, which means that majority of cruise lines in that same industry, or majority of stocks in that same industry, will also take a hit. But there's the Feds speaking today, which means they're going to talk about their outlook on the economy, and usually that scares investors. So there's going to be a sell-off most likely today, and then a V-shaped recovery. So that's the explanation behind today's trade. I know that it's kind of confusing to anybody watching newly, but it will make sense the more you look into it and basically get wired into this. So let's jump right into the computer guys, let's trade. We're going to be using price action obviously to dictate where the direction of the market is heading, or where these stocks are heading. It's not enough just to make up your mind. This is just to give us an edge before we execute a trade. But what we're going to do in a few seconds is basically the whole bulk of day trading, which is watching price action and mapping out support resistance. But we also have something to back it up with, which is psychology and the patterns. All right guys, so what we're looking at, this is just the game plan that I'm sharing with my chat room. And we're going to be watching this, right? RCL, NCHL, CCL, Love. Literally the same stocks we've been trading in the last 2-3 months. It's been the same stocks. So this is the major catalyst that exists in the market, which is the overall macroeconomics. And that's basically, it's stronger than an earnings report. It is stronger than an FDA approval and whatnot. So we're watching RCL and CHL. So I've loaded these stocks in my broker, guys. Norwegian Cruise Lines and Royal Caribbean. So these are two stocks I'm watching. This is a CFD account, but like I said before, if you trade with actual shares, it's still going to be the same. You just get more leverage here with this. But we're using Wall Street. Well, this is the DJI, the Dow Jones chart, and that's the indicator that we're going to be using. Whatever happens here in this chart, these stocks will also reflect it. So at the moment, it's kind of pulling back upwards after dumping, and I'm expecting another dump just like this one here where the mouse is. That's what we're going to be expecting today, okay? And these stocks will probably follow, but we're going to be watching the price action. Maybe we get a pump first before it drop, but there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of choppiness today. So let me pause this and I'll see you when market opens, guys. All right guys, so market just opened and I'm gonna be watching and see. So here's the big red candlestick, you can see it guys. Now I could dive right now or I could wait, but you can see this stock still pulling back a little bit, which is good. We need a pullback before we short, and I'm just watching the price action here. And there's the Dow doing its thing. So there's the drop. Now this one is a bit delayed. So we're waiting for a good pullback before we enter, which is good. This way they can create space for the shorts. And I probably won't hit 20. So I'm gonna have to short it midway to 1950. 1950 I get to short it. Once it rejects, I'm in. Now the Dow is trying to pull back here. Look at this pump here for NCHL. So that's the same play as yesterday, guys. Pumped and then it ended up coming back down. And I'm not trading today if I'm not shorting. It's okay to stay out from a trade if you don't see what you like, what you want to do. Just stay out. You don't have to force it. So the next candlestick we see, I'll be entering, guys. Or the next red candlestick we see, I'll be jumping in. This is not a pump, this is just a little fake out. It's gonna resist. Once it hits here where the mouse is, it will resist. Find resistance, consolidate, and then end up coming back down. Textbook. Obviously not every trade is gonna be the same. There we go, I'm in. I'm in 1,000 shares, guys, okay? I'm gonna add more here soon. So this is the choppiness we talked about earlier. So it's gonna be a lot of choppiness, but I shorted at a good place here, right at the top. Now this is where I found resistance, consolidation. If it breaches, then it's gonna make a newer high. But in this case, I don't think so, guys. There's a lot of choppiness. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna have to pause this. Well, not pause this, I'll just move it forward, faster forward, so it doesn't take up space in the video, but you'll be able to see the fluctuation in the price. And this is the choppiness that you're gonna see is sideways movement, okay? Until we see a big red candlestick before the Fed starts speaking, which they will in a few minutes, or I think in 2 hours or so. That's when they'll start speaking. So let me forward this and I'll see you when it's time to take some profits. So there we go, we're making a newer low. There's 550 and I'm out, guys. 550 profit, and it's 7 minutes into market open. So yeah, guys, I just want to leave the chat room for you to have a look. I know it motivates a lot of you guys, seeing people doing well and whatnot. If we read this correctly this time, maybe next time we might not read it correctly. So we also have to have risk management, guys. 2%, but in this market, it's really volatile that you might have to have a hard stop loss. Because you can say to yourself, I know when I'm going to take a loss, but then you end up not taking the loss. And it ends up being a bigger loss. But 2% is what we aim for. That's usually the average volatility for a stock. When it does pull back. So you're seeing, guys, my entry today was a good entry. Usually I enter before the pullback finishes and whatnot and consolidates, but today was a good entry. So well done, guys. I see a lot of greens today. Hopefully that motivates the rest of you guys out there watching. So guys, I'll see you again for more videos. I'd love to keep the chat going, but I have to go. All right, there's plenty of other videos like this. You'll see them on my channel. So if you want to join the chat room, guys, it comes with the course. I will leave a link for you guys in the comment section. But majority of the chat room today is green. I know that motivates a lot of you guys seeing the chat room. Here's $150. Green means profit, like I said before in different videos. So well done, everybody. We also have to have risk management always when we're trading. Just because in this current market, especially a hard stop loss, if you know yourself you're not going to take a loss when it occurs, it's best to have a hard stop loss. So guys, gotta go. Appreciate you for watching. If you enjoyed this, smash that like button. You can review this, review my thinking process. It will help you guys in the coming days, coming weeks, in your own trading.